Through the verdant Willamette Valley of western Oregon, you can find signs of an astonishing Ice Age story. Lush greenery born from soils brought from some of the largest floods ever known. On the hillside, a remarkable, mysterious traveler.
Okay, well, one of the final stops in this Lake Missoula story, and just as remarkable as all the others, is a place called the Willamette Valley. And this is an area that, while Lake Missoula was draining into the Pacific Ocean, it created another one of these gigantic lakes that lasted a week while Lake Missoula drained through into the Pacific. And the sizes of these lakes are absolutely staggering. This is a lake that stretched all the way from an area north of Portland south to Eugene, Oregon. Just many, many, many miles of water, hundreds of feet deep. And especially importantly for this area of Oregon, it brought with it huge amounts of the soil from eastern Washington that was stripped away in the scablands and then deposited in this lake and others, while the rest of it went out to sea. And with that soil also came these massive, massive rocks. These are rocks that were carried by glaciers, frozen inside giant glaciers that were floated with the Lake Missoula floods. You can just imagine the size of some of the ice bodies to carry a rock that weighs, I believe they said this one weighs 90 tons. The largest they found are somewhere around 200 tons. Just vast, vast boulders being carried along in huge pieces of ice. And apparently a lot of these ice pieces were floated westward because the winds in the area predominantly went west. And so in the west, you can find lots of these giant rocks. So it's just amazing to think about that not only was this a massive, massive lake that was only in existence for about a week at a time, but within that lake, it basically just fertilized the area where millions of people live in Oregon. It's staggering. It's mind-blowing. You know, the impact that these historical events can have on the lives people live is so often just underthought about and underknown. But I get to tell the story, and that's why I'm here.
Boulders like this are more than a curiosity of a long-gone past, but a conduit, a connection to an ancient world that birthed where we are today. To a time that the American cheetah and giant sloths still roamed the continent. Gifts from a glacier that reminds us we live in a wonder-filled world.